Jason and Taves.
Casey Khoury.
We're talking to you on this February 14th, also known as
Valentine's Day.
Right. And I'll be honest with you, first off, is I hate Valentine's Day. It's an overrated card holiday, I think. Would you concur with that thought?
Yeah. Well, yeah, and not only that, but I mean, you don't need a day, I mean, sure, got the card companies saying, well, okay, we're going to have a Valentine's Day, oh, now we got to hit another day, and then all of them as well. You don't really need a day or two, because, what should happen is, a free expression year-round,
day in and day out,
being attached to it, there's certain people that, because that's how it should be,
And day in and day out, shouldn't just be restricted to one day a year.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. If you want to do something extra special on Valentine's Day, okay. People get married on that, okay. I can understand those type of things, but the guys who just wait for that one day or the 2 days now that there's another one in the autumn.
Oh, what's the one in the autumn?
Sweetest Day.
Oh, okay. I don't know many people that celebrate that, but I know plenty of people that celebrate Valentine's Day. And there's a friend of mine who who appears on one of these podcasts, that continually tries to give me chocolate for Valentine's Day. And it's a male. That's all it's been, and this show's a sausage fest so far. So, how can it not be male? But it's a male. It's kind of like, dude, not for nothing, but you typically give the candy to a chick.
What's the matter with you?
Well, on the loafers? Whatever. No, but I mean, he's a nice guy, for the most part. But I think it necessitates the question of what are the rules for Valentine's Day? So I thought we could kind of come up with some humorous what we think to be rules on Valentine's Day. What do you think? I'm going to give you the first crack at this one. What do you think? No pun intended. What do you think the first rule of Valentine's Day should be?
The first rule for Valentine's Day?
Yeah. I just pulled something out of there, dude. Like, there's no hard and fast as he pulls down an invisible chain. This isn't Flashdance, dude. Like, just come up with something.
Watch your step.
Watch your step. Okay, how so? How so? What do people have to do to watch your step?
You would want to have the gift being accidentally given to someone that's not intended for it. If they're a 6'6" guy named Bubba.
Okay, so that's a major statement to be careful who you give gifts to, especially if it's named Bubba. Yeah, okay. That's rule number one. Rule number two, I'm going to take and say that this is mostly directed at women because I've not heard any guys do this as of yet, but it's always possible, so I'll leave the door open for that. But ladies, when you snack on the candy that guys give you, I don't want to hear, and this is my dream between meal snacking, I don't want to hear, do these jeans make me look fat anytime on Valentine's Day, when you know that it's the candy that makes you that way. That's just a little snipe there. It's a joke. It's not meant to be taken seriously. What's the next rule? Alright, rule number 3.
Third rule is all flowers need to be red, white, or pink roses.
Okay, so rule number 3 is that And all the flowers must be roses that are either pink, white, or red in color. I think rule number 4 should be mindful of who you're giving gifts to, so that you don't do something that might have you labeled as something that you don't want to be labeled. Just based on that friend of mine that tries to give me candy every day. So rule number 5.
Rule number 5. There's a lot of guys that like to sing to the lady on Valentine's Day, and if you can sing, then just go ahead and sing. But if you can't sing, have a friend of yours record their voice and lip sync.
Or choose a song that you know the lyrics to that you can lip sync. Rule number 6 is your top 10 rules. Let's say that, so we have a cap on it. Rule number 6, I think, should be people who don't like Valentine's Day don't have to celebrate it.
Okay.
Pretty basic and simple. So rule number 7.
Don't make people who, everyone should be allowed to enjoy the day. And if you don't happen to have someone in your life that's a significant other, whether it's a girlfriend or a wife or whatever, any type of relationship that's beyond friendship, you should be able to relax, enjoy the day, not have people, not feel like I will bang your head,
Dobby syndrome, yeah, Dobby syndrome. Yeah, so your safety to be able to enjoy the day even if you're single.
Yeah.
Okay. I would agree with that, being single myself. Rule number 8. I think that people who, let's see, how do I phrase this? People who people who want to give gifts and be romantic should not be doing it in front of the single people.
Okay.
And I'm saying that just because, 1, it either comes across as nauseating, or 2, it comes across as something that induces jealousy. And I'm speaking from personal experience on that one. And I don't want people picking apart, oh, is it me you say that about? No, I'm not saying about anybody specifically. I'm talking about in general. So, nobody flatter yourself and think that apply about you specifically. So, anyway, rule number 9.
Rule number 9. Whether you're preparing a special meal yourself or taking them out to dinner, either way, it's fine. Just make sure, and I know that it's going to be a special meal, and that's fine. You prepare something ordinarily when, or you take, or you order something ordinarily when, that's fine. But remember to be within your means. Do not break the bank. You still have bills to pay.
Good rule. And rule number 10, this is going to sound really hokey because it comes from a song, but it really does apply to Valentine's Day, I think. And that's, if you can't be with the one you love the one you're with.
Amen.
Yeah, so those are the top 10 rules for Valentine's Day from 2 guys who are single. That said, do we know the history of Valentine's Day by any chance? Maybe you not? Because I know that it was February 14th first, and then it was Jack Benny's birthday, and then it was Valentine's Day.
Okay.
That much I know. And Jack Benny was born in 1894, so.
Well, as the folklore goes,
yes.
There's this guy.
Saint Valentine.
Well, he became a purchase Saint Valentine, and basically he was kind of, it was back in those days, especially in a lot of parts of the world, especially in Italy and other parts of Europe in which matchmaking was very popular, and so he kind of would like bring people together. There's that.
So there's an Italian matchmaker, basically.
Yeah, there's of course the famous incident.
Well, what famous incident? Go ahead. I don't think I've heard this one. Go ahead.
No, the famous violent.
The St. Valentine's Day Massacre, is that what we're getting at?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, the St. Valentine's Day Massacre, for those who don't remember it, because they weren't alive for it, or for those who haven't heard about it, Al Capone was a gangster back in the 19-teens through the 1930s, and subsequently died in the 40s, in Alcatraz, no less. He contracted syphilis of the brain in Alcatraz, and then wasted away in Chicago. So that was Capone. That was Capone. But he was one of the big bootleggers. He's the guy that Scarface was based on. Yes, the original 1932 movie with Boris Karloff in a small bit part. And also, yes, the Al Pacino movie, even though they was changed to drug dealing and moved to Cuba. But it was originally based on this guy, Scarface, alias Al Capone. The movie Untouchables, The Untouchables, is based on him. So is the TV show The Untouchables, and the story of Elliot Ness, who famously chased down Capone and got convicted of racketeering, extortion of money, not paying taxes, murder, etc. All. And he's a character on Boardwalk Empire on HBO. I think that about covers Capone. The other day, his birthday would have been 113 years old.
Wow.
Yeah, that was mid-January, I believe. Would have been 113.
Wow.
He's got the same birthday as Kid Rock. And a couple of other people they may recognize, conveniently spacing on. But anyway, so St. Valentine's Day Massacre was that he had a bunch of guys go into a warehouse in Chicago and shoot up a rival gang up against a wall. They lined him up against a wall, and pop goes the weasel. I kind of quote a Groucho Marx song called Hail for Donor. But that was, these are laws of my administration is possibly the title. But either way, he went and lined him up against a wall and shot him dead. At least that was his orders, but he wasn't around for it, so he couldn't be implicated in the murders. But it really did happen. It was in the 1920s in Chicago. And it is a real event that's been portrayed in movies such as The Untouchables, St. Valentine's Day Massacre, Capone, with the late Ben Gazzara, because he just died. And he died actually in early February, but the late Ben Gazzara, great actor. And let's see what. Jeez, well, so that was St. Valentine's Day Massacre. Let's see, what other delightful things happen on Valentine's Day? We go from talking about romance and silly rules for people to follow to how to butcher people. Nice happy show we got going on. Happy Valentine's Day, folks. Let's see. How do you normally celebrate Valentine's Day? How do you normally celebrate Valentine's Day?
Normally celebrate Valentine's Day?
Mm-hmm.
I don't. No. I mean, I don't have someone, like that in my life, but, I do acknowledge those, around me.
That you love and stuff. I guess you do call your mom and your sister and your brother and go Happy Valentine's Day and whatnot. I don't. And your dad does, huh?
Yeah.
Right on. I mean, for me, I live with my parents, so all I have to do is get up in the morning, go Happy Valentine's Day, back to sleep.
There's also a former Burlington College student, Chris Emerson.
Chris Emerson, okay. I remember him. Boy, was he ever happy to get out of there. Nice guy. He was gay. That much I remember. And he reminded me of a chipmunk when he was overly happy. Because he would make old noises.
Love is in the air.
Love is in the air. I like that. I'll drink to that when I get a beer. Well, actually, let me throw to you a Valentine's Day thing here. What is your favorite kind of Valentine's Day dessert to have?
Cupcakes.
Really? Cupcakes. Okay. Any particular kind? Chocolate, vanilla?
Dark chocolate.
Dark chocolate. Okay.
Chocolate's not just chocolate anymore. You have your...
Hey, how's it going? Good, how you doing? Good. Let's see, 62...
You have your dark, or... yeah, chocolate's not chocolate anymore, thanks to an episode of Full House. Where they went over that for their wedding cake. And of course, the comical moment of throwing in something that wasn't chocolate in there because it was lonely. But anyhow.
When did you ever, when you were growing up, did you ever have any Valentine's Day disappointments? I mean, I can tell you from my point, I had plenty of disappointments, but not all of them were related to Valentine's Day specifically.
No. I guess that would have been later on. I mean, there's always, disappointments for girls I was interested in. As far as early education, to be fair, so that nobody would have any more Valentine's than anyone else. The teachers teacher. It was before the days of having different teachers for different classes. So whoever the teacher was that year, I couldn't just figure out if it was them deciding this, or if it was the school, their school board, or whoever the fuck it was. But somehow, somewhere along the line, a decision was made by someone that none of the students would feel left out. And so everybody where was I going? What was I saying? Oh yeah. So anyhow, for the life of me, I couldn't remember whether it was a decision of the teacher or the school board. An early education before multi-teachers for different classes. Somebody had made the decision that on Valentine's Day, no would be minus any Valentines. So everybody would write each other Valentines in the class, aside from yourself, of course, and exchange them. So I do remember that in elementary. But as far as disappointments, I don't really think they're related to Valentine's Day. I just remember disappointments, at various different times. Everything from, you're a great guy, but, I just want to be friends, too.
That's always a classic line. I'm always expecting them to say F off.
Yeah, there's that,
But let's try to find a way off of this academic topic. So I don't know about that. Just deflated us both with laughter. This has been a Nick Taves production of Valentine's Day 2012, and our Casey's thoughts and my thoughts on Valentine's Day through a comedic scope and through a somewhat serious academic kind of scope. Would you agree with that, sir?
Yes.
Okay, so we'll leave it up to you, the listener, to decide what you think. Please do us a favor, don't write comments on this video or videos about what you think. Keep it to yourselves or come up with a very succinct comment. Don't have multiple. Because, let's face it, we enjoy hearing from people, but the more succinct the better, so we can kind of respond to one thing at a time. And also, please try to keep it appropriate, as we've tried to keep it appropriate in a PG-13 realm for this podcast. So that's it. I'm Nick Taves.
I'm Khoury.
Thank you very much, and for those who are in a relationship, enjoy yourselves and each other, and for those of you who are single, good luck.